Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cashton, Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we're set to bring you an opening night non-conference basketball game on the girls' side. With me, head coach Steve Hunsinger of the Eagles. And Steve, thanks again for taking the time out here, and we get to talk some Cashton basketball a little bit.
Absolutely, Ken. Thanks for having me.
You know, it's always great being able to get together, and of course, the first night. But I'm going to put that on hold just for a second. Because we got to drop back, and I want to say congratulations again on that football team. We're going to talk to head coach Jared Hemmerspach at halftime of the Varsity. But you were an integral part, obviously, of that. You were, as an assistant coach, you took care of. Tell us what part of that you had.
You bet. We focused on the defense a lot. From my perspective, it was an opportunity to coach another great team, another great season of Cashton football. The last 2 years have just been a wonderful ride with these kids and how they played football, going to the level 4 playoff game the last 2 seasons. It's been something special.
Yeah, it is, and something special too. You have an opportunity to coach your son Jacob, and we talked a little bit about that. Hats off to you, your family, Rachel. You got a great young man there, and I personally am appreciative of people like that, and appreciative of you and your family for all that you stand for, and you're raising a great couple of kids there.
Well, and I think it's an opportunity as a coach to raise a lot of good kids, and had the opportunity to coach just some wonderful young men over the last 4 or 5 seasons in my tenure with the football program, and it speaks volumes to the community and the parents and the people who are putting the time and effort to make sure that we as coaches have good kids that want to win, want to play football, want to play hard, and that leads to the success that we've been seeing over the last 4 or 5 years, and that helps the program through and through.
You know, taking a look at that, like you said, now you're going to turn the tables a little bit here, and now you're coaching. Lauren's on the team, and here you are with the girls' season coming up. But tell us, Steve, how did you balance that first week of girls' practice and that week of football practice?
Well, it takes the support of the kids, really, when it comes down to it. You know, it's an opportunity for me to go between the two sports, but it's an opportunity for them to understand that I'm committed to both programs, and that there was no doubt we were going to start a girls' basketball season amidst a really successful football season. And we have things that we want to accomplish on the girls' basketball side. And so we put the energy into that. You know, we started with football practice while it was still light out. We did basketball while it got dark. And it just kind of rolls into it. And it's exciting. The girls were ready for it. They're waiting for it. We've put in 2 good, strong weeks of practice, and we're looking forward to kicking off our season here tonight.
Right. Let's take a look at the season. So you've had the time frame underneath your belt for practice. Now it's time to get into a game.
Yeah, it really is. I was as anxious, I think, as the girls probably to get going with it. Usually we were playing last week, typically kicking off a game. We pushed that back a little bit and started with our first game here tonight. And it's going to give us an opportunity to see what we have and where we want to go for our season.
Taking a look at you've had really nice teams over the course of the years, and my suspicion is you're going to have a pretty good one again this year.
We're hopeful. We've got opportunity to bring back 3-letter winners that are starters in Braley Hyatt, Ella Brigham, and Sydney Helgerson. And so our front court, we like that opportunity to bring back players who have gotten experience, and so that's going to lead us to get things rolling. In the backcourt, we've got a little bit of different players coming in there. We've got some experience with Grace Lease coming in off of a bench, now going to take a starting role. We look at Taylor Schendel, a sophomore, who's going to jump into the starting rotation, first time on Varsity, and really going to hopefully give us some inside presence and a little bit of connection there. So a different look, a new team every year is a little different as we put the pieces together, and certainly are excited about that. And then bringing some of those players off the bench. We talk about Amber Heft and Quinn Cook are some guard play that have experience on the varsity level, so we look for them to be a part of it. And then some younger players, including Lauren, who you mentioned earlier, is going to get an opportunity to step in and play in that backcourt as well. So it's a great time of year when kids are excited about getting those opportunities and getting into the game.
And it's got to be exciting to be able to have the pieces so interchangeable on that. That's huge.
Yeah, and I think that's what our team will bring is some diversity to where they can play and how they can move in the different positions that we want to put out on the court. We're looking to push the ball up the floor a little more, take advantage of our opportunities. We had a lot of things that we wanted to correct from a year ago. You know, some opportunities that we lost. We had more turnovers than we were hoping, you know, as we went into the season. So we really want to correct some of that, make sure that we're doing things right, staying true to who we are as a team, being disciplined to what we want to do, and taking care of the basketball, and that's going to give us opportunity.
Right. You know, speaking of taking care of the ball, you got Seneca coming in, and they have always been pretty good when it comes to the defensive side of things. They've had a great success, and I'm kind of thinking, wow, against Seneca is an opening game. This should be a tough one.
Yeah, talented athletic kids, you know, coming out of that Ridge and Valley Conference with Seneca, and always good across the girls' sports seasons, whether you're talking volleyball through basketball through softball. Some of those sports you see good athletes on all those fields.
Right.
And so it is going to be a test for us. It's going to be an opportunity for us to show our talents and see what we have coming into the season against an opponent that, you know, we haven't played before. It's been a number of years since we've come across Seneca in our schedule. We had the opportunity to put them in this year, and I think it's a really nice test for us to start the season.
Yeah. Well, real quick, talk about the Scenic Bluffs. Where do you see the Eagles, and who do you see maybe challenging?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough conference again this year, Ken. I'm not going to pull any punches on you on that one.
Right.
Obviously, we speak about it the last few years, probably for many, many years, but Bangor always has those formidable teams that come out and compete for a conference championship. They've done it year in and year out, and so Bangor is going to be, pushing for that top of the conference. I think Hillsboro's got a really nice team returning, lots of letter winners coming back on that squad, and I expect them to be strong in the conference. Royal is always a good opponent coming into the conference as well. I think teams like Waniwak, you know, having the success with the volleyball season that they had, some of those kids cross over.
Yep.
That tends to build on those programs as well. And so I think we're going to see some competition across the board. The Eagles, you know, our goal is to be in there and to make sure we're making that push and doing those things to get better so that we're competing for that conference championship. That's a goal that the team has set and something that we want to accomplish throughout the year.
It just has the makings of a pretty good season.
You know, that's where we want to go, and that's the opportunity that we're given, and what we make of that opportunity will be the outcome of the season.
There you go. Steve, thank you so much for taking the time out to come up here and chat about the Eagles, and I just want to say thank you again for all that you're doing here in the community with the teams. Great leadership, and I tell you what, I'm proud to know you. I'm proud that you're having such great success here in both of these programs. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, Ken, and I really appreciate your coverage and opportunity to take the time to cover Eagles athletics, because it gets it out there for our community and for our folks to see, and that's a big thank you to you as well. So appreciate the time.
All right, head coach Steve Hunsinger of the Cashton Eagles. We look forward to the opening tip-off coming up in just a moment.
The Daily Brew Company, family-owned. The Oleroots and Cades invite you to stop in. Try the many delicious items on their menu. Looking forward to seeing all of you from your friends at the Daily Brew Company on the north side of Westby, 100 Washington Street. Call 634-4001.
Scenic Bluffs Community Health Centers with medical, dental, behavioral health, chiropractic, acupuncture, and pharmacy services. They support all of your healthcare needs under one roof. Scenic Bluffs offering a sliding fee scale program to make high quality care more affordable. Schedule an appointment today, 654-5100. Sweet Valley Artisan and Valley Fudge and Candy. Sweet Valley Artisan invites you to stop in. Browse the 9,000 square feet of Artisan Mall located right in the heart of Coon Valley. And when you're done there, in the back of the mall, Valley Fudge and Candy, where old-fashioned quality meets today's fresh new flavors. Handcrafting over 75 flavors of fudge just for you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cashton. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we get set to bring you tonight's non-conference varsity basketball game. Taking a quick look here, it's going to be Kendra Chambers, number 5. 10 is Brianna Kaya. Number 12 is Taylor Snyder. 14 is Georgia Clark. And 25 is Ella Green. Those are your starters for head coach Kim Redmond. Here are your starters. Grace Lease, number 12, 20, in Sydney Hargison. Number 21 here in Taylor Lindley Schendel. Braylee Hyatt and Ella Brigham. Those are your starting 5 here in what looks to be a pretty deep team here. Depth-wise for Cashton, and we're going to see how all that plays out. A lot of positive optimism here, I think, for the Eagles this year. Talented bunch, not a lot of height, but they will they'll run you, plain and simple. Our thanks going out to many of those sponsors, which we're going to be talking about throughout tonight's ball game. We'll try and start at the bottom of our list and work our way up. Well, it was Taylor Lindley Schendel with the tip, and Cashton not able to capitalize on the first opportunity. We'll see how that all plays out here. As, Seneca, they too have a pretty good bunch. That is number 9, or check that. That is number 5, excuse me, in Kendra Chambers. She'll handle the ball. Oh, we're going to get an over and back here. Well, the officials tonight, John Hansen down low on this particular call. You're going to get a jump ball situation. Benner Bonick right here. And on the far side there is Brett Sibian. 3 of our local officials here. I know John from, he's a educator over at the Nowell School District. And, of course, well, Ben and Brett both graduated from Westby when I was there. So how about that? I guess they did okay. It's good to see these young guys back in here helping out with the sport. Here's a tip, and oh boy, no foul called there on a little bit of a push, but not enough for the foul. It was just that I think Hyatt was just kind of leaning a little bit and fell a tad bit hard. They'll go inside to Hyatt. She kicks it out real quick and looking to make a move here. Number 20 in Helgeson. Shot is up, no good. And a rebound coming away here for the Royals. Chambers will drive, and standing in the way and getting knocked over, that was Lindley Schendel. Taylor, a sophomore. Take a look at the other starters. You got a couple 3 starters. Here's some good hustle coming. Nice pick up there. That's Hyatt. Oh, she overlaid that one just a touch too hard. Quick pass back down court. Chambers looking for an opening, and she saw a streaking teammate coming right down the middle. That was Taylor Snyder, the senior here for Seneca. And the foul here is going to go on 22 in Hyatt. Her first. Shot is up, rolls around, no good. Interestingly enough, no score in the ball game yet at the 16:34 mark. How about that? A minute and a half gone by and teams are still looking. Let's see if this breaks the ice. It does. Thanks going out to the Westby Co-op Credit Union helping us out now with 9 locations in central and western and southwestern Wisconsin. Appreciate their support. That shot no good, and a rebound coming away here for the Royals once again. Quick little jab step move by Snyder, but Hyatt now tipping that one away. She would not bite on that fake, and now Snyder, check that. Hyatt slows things up. Back over here to the near side with Helgeson. Helgeson looks and goes to the far court with Grace Lease. Lease goes down low. Hyatt, I should say, coming over here to the near side. Shot is up, no good. Rebound put back, that will work. Hyatt with the first bucket of the night as far as the field goal is concerned, and it's 2-1. Great hustle there by Hyatt, and the ball tipped away.
Eagle Title Company, located on the north side of Coon Valley, 95 Central Avenue. Be sure to stop in, talk to Lori Holte regarding the 5 things not to do during your new property closing. Peace of mind and solid protection for you, the consumer, during your new purchase. Lori Holte, working only in Vernon, Monroe, and La Crosse counties to serve you.
Absolutely, I would go to Sealand's Flooring again. The service was great.
Hi, Mom. Can we have a mud pole fight in the house?
Oh, what?
Thanks, Mom. Come on in, guys.
That reminds me, Sealand's carries the best products, too. The leading is a breeze.
Heads up, Mom.
Sealand's Flooring, carpeting, hardwood, and tile in Coon Valley, where the #1 priority is you.
Basically, if you could step on it, Sealand sells it.
We made a great mud puddle in the living room.
Oh.
Chambers to inbound. She'll go down the court here on a good pass, and we're going to get a tie-up here. That's foul number 2 on Hyatt. Well, they just let that one slip by a little bit, and now Hyatt's got to be a little bit more careful with 2 quick fouls here in the first 3 minutes of the ball game. Shot is up, no good. Hyatt's going to come out, and entering the ball game is going to be Amber Heft. Heft with some good playing time last year. Here's a rebound. Nice job by Helgeson. She just reached up after that one. Shot coming up here, no good. Rebound nearly picked it off out of the air was Lindley Schendel. But it goes out of bounds, so they'll come right back. Seneca, well, a little push there, but no call. Coming across the timeline here with Kaya. I'm thinking that's how they say it. Going to get a little bit of a shove there by Lindley Schendel. That'll be her first foul. Or did they give it to Helgeson? They gave it to Helgeson instead. So Sydney with her first. Inbound pass off the fingertips. Trying to get it over there to Clark, and she just could not get it under control. Come back in here to the near side with Heft. She'll come back up to the top of the key, and now reaching in, we're going to get a jump ball situation here. It will stay with the Eagles. Thanks also going out to the Westby Co-op Creamery. Take home that country goodness right there in downtown Westby. Also, our thanks going out to the Varsity Funeral Home. Been serving the area for so many years since, well, it's been now, I think like 1970, 71, somewhere in there. Varsity Funeral Home. A tie-up, and boy, I tell you what, Seneca, they tied this one up, and now Chambers will look to inbound. Get it over here to 10 in Kaya. Lost the handle. Pretty good hustle there, and quick reaction by Grace Lease. Far side it goes. Helgeson nearly lost it, but was able to regain control. Quick hard pass, though, right off the shoulder of Lease. Picking up that fumble, we'll call it, in Taylor Snyder for Seneca. Back to Snyder as they get it across the timeline. Chambers looking down low, goes baseline. Nice pass around the defense, and that'll be a 2. Coming up with that bucket, that was 23 in Nadia Klema. Shot is up and good by Taylor Lindley Schendel, the sophomore, with the bucket. Tell you what, nice turn and got the ball up high. Here's another quick pass down the court, and Cash is going to have to figure that one out. Heft watched the Royal player zip by her. 3 on the way, no good. We're going to get a blocking foul at the end of that one. That might be on Helgeson. We'll see. If it is, that's 2 on her. And that's the situation right now. So 2 Cashton Eagles in foul trouble. Shot is up and good. Chambers hits the first, looking for the second. That one rolls off, no good. Lindley Schendel picked up that rebound, and now Cashton with Heft at the controls here, looking down low, and boy, stepping in just in the right time. Who was that? That was 23 here again. And Klema, I'm not sure if they're going to say Klema. It might be Klima. I'm going to say Klima the more I think about it. Back up to the top. Heft, far side. Back into the ball game now. Shot up, no good by Hyatt. Braley with 2 fouls, and I tell you what, she's staying aggressive. You got to be careful. Back up the top here, Heft. We're going to get a quick timeout here. Timeout coming by Seneca. Well, it's a 6-4 Royal lead here over the Eagles. Carmen Fortune, your local New Directions real estate expert, has a beautiful homestead located near Soldiers Grove to show you, with 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and nearly 37 acres of woodland area. This is a ready-to-move into year-round home for one to enjoy. Contact Carmen Fortune today.
What are you doing there, Dan?
I'm draining the hose.
So Dan thinks he can get more electricity by draining the hose. Should we tell him?
No.
Be sure to stop in any of the 3 Sleepy Hollow facilities located on Viroqua's north side. We'll see you there. As we come back, our thanks again going out to the Viroqua Dental Center and Dr. Leon Klum, located on the north side of Viroqua. We also want to say thanks to Carl Zuby, the president, and that fun organization that he's controlling. I shouldn't say controlling, but he's a huge part of, and that is the Viroqua Booster Club. They just continue to do a terrific job supporting the Viroqua athletics from all areas. Do a wonderful job with facilities as well. Here's a shot up. Oh, no good. Hyatt had a pretty good look, and it just rimmed in and out. Here's a pass quick to the far side. Hyatt, nice work defensively. Ball kicked out. Shot is up and good by Clark. Georgia Clark popped that one through. Here's a little left-handed hook shot, or was it a righty? I guess it was a right-handed hook shot by Lindley Schendel, and it just rimmed out. 8-4 your score.
In the ball game here now is Lauren Hunsinger, number 3. Boy, Schindel reached over the top, created a turnover. Here's a shot, no good. Right back into the hands of Cook. She drives and hits a layup. More of a lean-in, I would say. But she connected, and it's 8-6 Seneca. Chambers walking the ball across. Looking for some help. Blocked from behind. That was Cook. Quick pass. Ball turning around. Got to save it. She did in Hunsinger. That was a pretty good effort there by Lauren. Ball tipped out of bounds over there on that far side. And we're going to get some wholesale changes going on here. Into the ball game now, you got Taylor Byer. Let's see, who do we got? We got Brigham back in, Helgerson, I'll get it. And let's see, I think Brigham, they wanted to get it to Brigham, or Brigham caused some problems there, hit it off from the Seneca squad. Lease also back out there now, number 12, that's Grace. Here's Hyatt on the drive, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. Reach in, that was number 3 in Buffington, who's into the ball game. Seemed like she played both halves of that JV game, so she can only play, now that she's in, she can only play one half. There's a nice looking drive. Hyatt laying that up, and it's good. Tying the ball game up at the 10:25 mark at 8 apiece. Well, we hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, and you can watch and enjoy some great sandwiches and other specials along the way at the VFW on the south side of Viroqua. Lob pass inside, not able to save it in time as Byer, she's got the long arms, just couldn't quite reach it. Chambers will walk the ball across the timeline. Clark came up to help here a little bit. Buffington back to Chambers. Chambers on the drive. She'll look to lay that one up, and she did. Saw an opening and said, why not? Here comes Hyatt looking to come right back. She's going to be fouled by Clark. So Hyatt will go to the line here and shoot 2 off from that foul. Back into the ball game comes Lindley Schindel. Brigham is in. Helgeson. Hyatt with the shot. Connects on both, and it's 10-10. Brigham comes out of the ball game for a few moments, and Lily Sanders enters, number 5, here for the Eagles. Chambers over here to Buffington, who drives, now tries to dish down low, but not able to break in time. Hyatt comes up with the takeaway and the layup. Oh, what a pass. And Grace Lease lays it up and in. Hyatt with great vision, able to get the ball into the hands and on the move up in the air, it seemed like, all in one motion. Another takeaway. This was Sanders to Helgeson. Over to Hyatt. She's going to stop, try to pop, and she did. 12-10, now 14-10. Quick run here by Cashton of about 6 points. And they've taken the lead. Chambers on the drive. Oh, what a block here by Hyatt. She's going to get fouled trying to cut her off here. That was 25, and that was Ella Green. Well, she cut her off all right at the hips and knocked Hyatt down to the floor. First foul on Green. 3 team fouls for Seneca. 4, though, on Cashton. They got to be aware of that. Hyatt brought the ball back to Lease over here on the near side for Helgeson. That shot way over the top, and coming away with it was number 12 in Snyder. Snyder in a good position on that weak side. Really picked that one up uncontested. Bounce pass down low on the drive. Lost the handle and stepped out of bounds by Green. Couple players coming back into the ball game. Lindley Schendel returns, as does Quinn Cook. She has the ball, number 2. Gonna look for the drive, comes down low to Lise. Oh, nice little give and go, and oh, she traveled. What a great try there, and a nice little play. Kind of like almost like a back screen in a sense.
Effinger's Equipment Sales and Service, 800 North Main in Viroqua. Be sure to give Mark a call at 637-7594. Stop in and take a look at all those zero-turn lawnmowers that are ready for you. The grass is growing, and that's the best way to take care of business. It's Effinger's Equipment Sales and Service. Wishing all the best to the area teams. Award-winning service from the best small technology company in the nation. It's Vernon Communications in Westby and Viroqua. For local high school sporting events, community coverage, be sure to check out Vernon Communications Channel 14. Superior technology to our local communities for over 60 years. ADRC of Vernon County, supporting elderly and the disabled. 402 Courthouse Square. The ADRC of Vernon County is looking for volunteer drivers in Hillsborough, Lafarge, and Ontario. Help transport your neighbors to medical appointments or for daily errands. Mileage reimbursement is available. Call Vernon County's Aging and Disability Resource Center today.
They used their own defense against them. Cashton did on the offensive side. Boy, I tell you what, popping that one through. That was number 12 in Snyder. That one just shot through the hoop. Here comes Lindley Schendel. Lost the handle, but into the hands of Brigham. They'll look to try again. Coming back across, down low, tipped away just in time. And again, great effort there. That was, who was that? That was Klima. Back into the ball game, 23. There's a play by Lindley Schendel, and stepped out of bounds. Boy, good anticipation there. She was just a quarter of a step behind. Otherwise, that could have been a big one. Chambers to inbound. She'll come right up here in front of us with number 10 in Kaya. Down low, Chambers, little hook shot, no good. Rebound coming away here by Hunsinger. Warren in a great spot there, nobody around her. They're going to dribble this one off the foot, but I think she's fouled. Helgeson was fouled here by number 10 in Kaya. Helgeson's going to get a break, and Heff comes back in. Amber will inbound now. Lindley Schendel. Back to Heft. And there's going to be a foul. Almost like a karate chop. Hunsinger going up for the putback, gets smacked. That foul, the first one on Snyder. 5 team fouls now.
Shot is up and good by Lauren. Coming back into the ball game and replacing Lindley Schindel is Byer. So you got Brigham and Byer down in the lane. With Hunsinger shooting, that one's going to be way short. Heft and let's see here. Cook also in the backcourt. Taking a look here, the only starter out there right now is Brigham. Coach Steve Hunsinger working on his rotation, getting his people some playing time and, of course, some important rest throughout. Get the pass over to Brigham. Now they'll go down low with Hunsinger back up to Brigham. She's wide open. Why not? And she hit it. A three for Ella Brigham. Coming at the 6-minute mark, and it's a 6-point lead now. Well, our thanks to VMH, Vernon Memorial Healthcare. So much care, so close. Bringing you the action tonight. Here's a nice little turnaround, and foul is on the floor. Let's see who that's going to go against. They're going to say number 10, they say, for Cashton and Amber Heft. Ball tipped out of bounds by Hyatt. Helgeson comes in for Heft now. Lead pass, that's going to go out of bounds. Cashton's ball. Vernon Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, supporting today's broadcast, as well as, of course, Vernon Communications. Thanks going out to all the great folks there. And, of course, remember, it's the best small technology company, I'm saying, in the nation here. They're doing such a tremendous job with things. And, of course, with the school channels, public channels, the religion channels, well, I tell you what, covering a lot of aspect here. Full coverage. Here's Brigham to Hunsinger. Skip pass over to the far side. Here's Helgeson. Oh, she got tripped up, but she's able to get the ball over to Byer, and she somehow laid it up and in. That was a great effort by both players. Going to the floor and getting the pass, and then in a crowd getting the layup. 20-12 is your score. Chambers has that one taken away, and now Chambers will be called for the foul, reaching around and through Hyatt and clipping the arm. Hunsinger comes out of the ball game. Grace Lease enters. Here's Helgeson. Bounce pass over to Brigham. Brigham with Hyatt. She's going to turn. That shot way over the top. No good. That one actually fell right into the hands of Snyder, who walks across the timeline now. Comes over here to the near side with Kaya. Snyder, boy, a lot of trouble here. There's going to be a takeaway. Helgeson, layup attempt's good. Great anticipation, and better yet, the defense causing that turnover. An errant throw, and Helgeson able to pick it up and run with it. Well, at the halftime, we hope to have head football coach and athletic director Jared Hemmerspach come up and talk a little bit about Cashton Athletics and, of course, that great season, the Cashton football team.
Here's a nice drive. Helgerson with the layup, and another timeout coming. 3:44. It's doubling up time. Cashton 24-12 over Seneca.
Embroidery and more. For quality embroidery, sewing services, screen printing, and promotional products at reasonable rates. Be sure to stop in. See Greg Danes at their location, 210D Swigum Road in Westby. Get the job done right the first time. Best of luck to the Norsemen, Eagles, and Blackhawks throughout the year. Outstanding insurance products ranging from life, car, ATV, farm and ranch, condo, renters, motorcycle, and snowmobile insurance coverage, just to name a few of the many coverages that you can find with the Miranda Wright Agency. That's your American Family Insurance.
What is it that makes you powerful? Having a voice. When you're part of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your voice is heard, loud and clear. Because you're more than a customer, you're a member. Most important, you're connected to all the other members in our community, to your hometown electric co-op, and to the people who've been there for you year after year. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Well, our thanks going out to a couple more of those sponsors while we have a chance. Sweet Valley Artisan and Valley Fudge and Candy, located in Coon Valley. Linda and Steve Schulte remind you to stop in, take a look at that 9,000 square foot mini mall, we'll call it. Sweet Valley Artisan. And in the back, of course, Valley Fudge. You will not be disappointed there, folks. Let me tell you, it is wonderful. Just go in there for the smell alone, right? Sealand's Carpetland, Tim Sealand. If you walk on it, we sell it. And don't forget Sleepy Hollow when it comes to trucks, and more trucks. That is Sleepy Hollow on the north side here of Viroqua. Well, here we go with the play as Chambers will bring the ball across the timeline. Wound up on her knees, trying to bounce the ball over. Looked like she was trying to get the ball to Kia, but the ball just took off on her. Cashton will try to capitalize again here with 3:25 to go in the half. Down low underneath, ball tipped away right at the last moment. Heft had it. All of a sudden it disappeared because Ella Green was able to push the ball away. And now Grace Lease will inbound once again. Lindley Schendel now back into the ball game. Number 21. Heft, number 10, with the ball to Quinn Cook. Cook down to that far sideline with Lease. Inside move. There's Taylor Lindley Schendel, and I tell you what a great little move there. Split the D and moved right to the bucket. I believe that might be her 4th point of the ball game. That coming just around the 3-minute mark. Back up to the top it goes. Kaya. Lindley Schendel was guarding her. Now Schendel slides over to the far side and trying to lob the ball up over her, creates another turnover. Here is Briggan, yes, on a fast break. And it's 28-12 at the 2:30 mark. Cashton, slow start, but boy, they've got things working right now. They'll get the ball over Briggan to Cook, who comes down the middle of the court, lobs over here to the near side with Heft. Heft thought about it, now goes back up the top, and we're going to get an over and back call, I think, yes. (28-12) your score at the 2:03 timeline. Back into the ball game comes Georgia Clark, number 14. Meanwhile, Kaya with the ball, started right, comes left. with the rock is Snyder. Taking a shot up, no good. Ball bouncing around here. Oh, right back into the hands of Clark, but on the rebound, Brigham is able to locate it. Here comes Heft. Over to Cook. Cook, wow, going down hard here. And that's Kea with the foul. Let's see what that is. That might be number 2 on her. We'll wait to see. It is number 2. Thanks to Scenic Bluffs Community Health, the corporate office located here in Cashton. And of course, you'll find them down in the Norwalk area and Viroqua. They continue to do a terrific job. Cook floats the first one through, and I do mean float. That was just an easy little shot. Let's see if she can do it again here. That is up and in. Great rotation and a smooth release. 30-12 is your score with 1:30 to go in this first half action. And again, stay tuned with the halftime. We hope that head coach Jared Hemmerschbach will be coming up. We'll talk a few minutes of Cashton Athletics. There's a nice tip, creating a steal. Lindley Schendel. Great anticipation there. Over to Cook. Oh, nearly stepped out of bounds. Somehow she kept the big toe in. Here's Schendel trying to bank it. No. Least, no. Schendel with the putback. Yes. Whoa, that was tough. Great little move there by Taylor Lindley Schendel for her 6th point of the ball game. Looked like she was almost falling backwards when she flipped that one up. And it smoothly went through the net. Shot is up, no good. That was Chambers. Got her own rebound. Little stutter step, back over to the far side it goes. Snyder with the ball, down low to Clark. Sees a cutter in Chambers. She'll turn, hook shot, no. Rebound coming away by Heft. And we're going to get a quick 30-second timeout here with just under 30 seconds to go. 27.8 to be exact. It's 32-12. Cashton.
The Bank of Cashton hopes that you're enjoying today's special presentation. Be sure to call Scott Wall, 654-5121, for all of your banking and investment needs. Now located at 724 Front Street. A new modern bank, yet the same know your neighbor attitude. The Bank of Cashton. Stop in at the VFW in Viroqua for great nightly specials. The VFW has an excellent menu from tacos, sandwiches, pizza, and of course the delicious Friday night fish fry that comes with a soup and salad bar. Let them take care of supper for you. It's the VFW of Viroqua. Going out to the rural, check that, Riverbank, that's what it is. Riverbank located in Westby and Coon Valley. Bringing you tonight's action. Also our thanks going out to Premier Co-op since 1893, serving the agricultural community. And we hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast out there at Nordic Lanes. Scott and Sue Sordahl reminding you they have a special, lunch special, each and every day of the week. Just a reminder, they're open Thanksgiving at beginning at 3 o'clock. I think 3 to 9, I think I saw on that. Lob pass coming over here to the near side. That's Heft. She's going to turn, drive, and she traveled. Little skid going on there. And now Chance for Seneca, see if they can make the last bucket. Here's a long three and off the side, no good. And we're going to come back up here and take a look. 32-12, score stays here in the first half as Cashton out in front. Well, here in Cashton, we have a new sponsor, Mitby's TV and Appliance. We want to say thanks to Mike Mitby for his great help. Stop in there and take a look at all of those terrific appliances. I tell you what, they have a slew of them, no question about it. We'll take a break and come right back with head coach Jared Hemmerschbach, the athletic director for Cashton. I see that he's on his way up here.
Vernon Manor Healthcare Center, located just outside of Viroqua, a county-owned long-term care and rehabilitation facility. Be sure to call Amanda Huff or any of her crew at 637-5400 and find out why you are treated like family at Vernon Manor Healthcare Center. Lynn's Home Center, downtown Cashton. Stop in for all of your HVAC and appliance needs from your local hardware store in Cashton. You'll find a reliable Reliance water heaters, Comfort Maker HVAC system, along with the top-rated Whirlpool, Amana, and Maytag appliances. Remember, if they don't have it, you don't need it. 801 Main Street, downtown Cashton.
Cade Clearing, fully insured for your protection. Call for a free estimate today when it comes to tree removal. Contact Brett, 608-615-0827, or Riley at 608-632-3678 when it comes to clearing out old tree stumps or taking down hazardous trees. Cade Clearing, the place to go. Well, back we come here to Cashton. It's halftime with the Eagles leading the Royals of Seneca 32-12. With me right now, head coach for the Eagle football team, and of course the athletic director as well for Cashton Athletics, head coach Jared Hemmerschbach. And Jared, thanks for coming up here during the halftime. Kind of a busy time with first game of the year.
Well, you know, it's winter sports, when you're prepping for girls basketball, and I think we got a boys basketball coming up, a scrimmage tomorrow, and wrestling next week. So
yeah,
it's that's life in a high school, athletic department, and this is the next phase of the season is the winter sports.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to that fall season. I tell you what, we had a great season. You had the girls for the volleyball team. They got a couple of rounds in of the volleyball tournament, got to the semifinals and lost a tough one to Lacrosse Aquinas, but they were seeded third, if I remember right. And that's a great showing.
Yeah, I thought the way they got seeded in that division just showed a lot of respect for what the Eagles did throughout the season. Tough to go up and then have to play some of that competition that you don't see throughout the season. But they battled hard against Aquinas, and obviously everybody knows how well they are. But 10-4. I think they were really tied for second in conference.
Yeah.
I think Scenic Bluffs has a really good volleyball conference, and to compete in there night in and night out, it's a tough gig.
Well, and speaking of a tough conference, you wind up with two of the football teams in the Final Four here in Division 7, and of course our Eagles, one of them. Congratulations on such a great year and an outright championship with the Scenic Bluffs. That doesn't happen every day.
No, it hasn't for a while. With Baker making that run, and then even sharing it last year. But now that it's been a week or so or two now, you can kind of reflect and look back at how fun the journey was to what we were able to accomplish. Obviously, the goal was to make it to Madison and experience that. But, loved every minute of it. The challenge to get there is that's the fun of it,
right.
And prepping for every game and just really doing things that we haven't done in a very, very long time. Our offensive output, our defensive turnovers, just super proud of the coaching staff and the players and just everybody buying into it. And there at the end, you saw just how the community and the school and what you want Friday nights to look like in a small town. And we really had a glimpse of that, last month of football. And that's what kind of motivates you for next year.
Exactly. Well, and the fact of the matter is, you look at it, you did it 2 years in a row, traveled to Ripon last year, this year, traveled to Marshfield, 2 outstanding facilities, walk out there and you kind of look around. And it was business this year, I thought.
I think our kids came out and we came out and we scored right away but didn't quite probably see a quarterback and a receiving core of that nature. Just that speed. I thought we did a great job adjusting, but at that level, you get down. It's just hard to really come back sometimes, and and they're a good defense too. So. Both teams adjusted there late in the second quarter, and it pretty much was an even keel the rest of the way, and they had the margins. And we had some opportunities, and it just proves that how you got to play perfect football at that level to move on. And we just, for whatever reason that night, just were a little off, and you tip your hat to Cashton. I mean, they came in hot. I mean, they. A little bit bigger conference, but kind of snuck in where they, at that 2 seed.
Yep.
I know they were on the borderline of being a 6 or 7, and they're the team that got hot this year. They knocked off 2 teams in the tournament that they shut them out. And I don't care who you're playing. You get to level 2, level 3, and shutting out opponents. You knew they were going to be good, and
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the future here. Now, we know we obviously lost some really nice senior leaders there, but you take a look at the future, and I know you're not going to talk too much about it, but your 2 sons, the twins, Brett and Brady, obviously coming back, and you got a quarterback there, you got a middle linebacker in there, you got 2 kids that people can rally around, you got some other guys coming in that I can think of. You got Connor Butzler, you got some speed, you got some strength. Kling coming in as a potential running back. Klinkner returns. The cupboard's not bare there, Coach.
No, it's not. And what's going to be fun, I think, for this next season's seniors is they'll get to play as their team. They've been their whole lives they've had that scene. The seniors now, kind of rolled that together, with Zach and Colin and Jacob, and really now it's they're going to have their own team, and they got to be the ones that lead. And we're super blessed to have some pretty athletic kids to help do that, and they're talented, and I think there's some juniors that are hungry, and hopefully what we're doing is just that expectations. We got some younger kids, some sophomores and some incoming freshmen that are talented, and just keeping them hungry, buying into what we're doing, the program, and doing those things like what Ithaca did and Bangor and some of those really good programs where it's just year in and year out. There they are again.
Yep.
That's really where we want to be with our program. Is just you got to contend with Cashton every year. So
and you have to have a line. You got Hank coming back, Henry Brigham is coming back,
Jack Schreier.
Yes.
There's probably at least one of those JV players would have, to me, played on, and started on some of our, varsities in the conference.
Sure.
They played JV this year.
Yeah.
So I like, some of those guys. I think Simonson is a big kid. Steiger. These guys are 230, 240.
My goodness.
You just don't hear about them because we didn't have to use them, and they were sophomores and all that, and Ethan Harris, he's a 6'3", 210-pound, I don't know what we're really going to use him with. He's a tackle, an end. But he's a big kid, and he's a beast. So, we do have some things to use, to work with. But we got to stay, hungry, and we got to, I like to be in that position again next year. I think there's we can do it if we come together as a team, and you got to stay healthy. You got to stay, mistake free. And you got to have a little luck. You got to be able to play the right ball at the right time to make that push. But there's no question that it's a lot easier to look at what where we're going next year or in the next few years versus a while back where you're just like, okay, where do you start and all this.
Right.
So it's really just now continuing to build and the off season. It's just so much more exciting to be able to bring that to the kids and talk about camps and.
Well, and I'm just going to say this because I know you're not going to toot your own horn, but you brought in a staff, you came in as a head coach, and you brought enthusiasm and a whole ton of spirit back to the program, and you sowed belief. And I think that is so huge, Jared. And I get goosebumps. I think about what you've done. My goodness, man, you have done a tremendous job here, and just keep up the good work.
Yeah, and it takes so many people. You know that,
yep.
and you've seen it over the past 5 years how we've just slowly put in different things, and the way the field looks, today, and branding the program just through what you do, through Cashton Athletics, the YouTube channel, now Twitch.
Yep.
I mean, how many people are watching it? I mean, it's all those good things, and can't say enough about our staff, and because you're right, people have to believe in what you're preaching. So
Yep. Well, Coach, thank you so much for popping up here.
It was fun.
Second half getting ready to start, and of course the winter season. We'll be back around here quite a bit.
Sounds good.
We always love watching Cashton Athletics.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yep.
All right. Head coach Jared Hemmerspach of the Cashton Eagles, and of course the athletic director here for all of these wonderful teams and terrific student athletes that they have. And again, I always appreciate Jared. He's just so down to earth with everything, and that's what it's all about, working hard, right? Well, here we go with the second half action, and Seneca trailing here 32-12. Coming up with a drive, and it's going to be a foul. That foul is going to go on Taylor Lindley Shendell. That's her first. Chambers with the shot. That one will rim in and out. And it's going to stay at the 17:52 mark here, just seconds into the ball game. And there is the free throw made. Here comes Hyatt, her shot, no. Rebound coming right back. Chambers lost the handle. There's Hyatt. Boy, I tell you what, she is quick. Here's the drive, and it is good. Got the layup here. And it's 34-13, 21-point advantage now. I don't know if they expected that kind of change in the score here, to be honest. Seneca really got off to a nice start here. There's a great pass inside. Oh, Lindley Shendell probably couldn't believe that she was that wide open. She'll get another chance. We've gone 1 minute into the second half. Here's a layup attempt off the rim, no good, tipped away by Shendell, and then a putback. That was 25 in green, I believe, with the shot. Here comes Hyatt. Little underhand shot, a little bit of a layup here, and back into the hands of Clark. She comes right up here with 12 in Snyder, who will slow things down for Seneca. Royals on the drive. There's a beautiful block right there. That might have been Hyatt. Here comes Shendell. Oh, she's going to split the defense. Lays it up and in. Nobody got a body in front of her, and she took advantage of that for another field goal and a 36-15 lead. Inside pass, and a nice little bank here coming up by Green. Back over the far side, they'll lob inside, trying to get it to Shendell. And, boy, good save here. Here comes Hyatt. She lays that one up. No. Shendell battling. So was Hyatt. But Clark comes away with it. Kaya over here to Chambers. Chambers going down low, kicks it back out. That was Clark. And the shot actually winds up right into the hands of Hyatt. She drives, and she's going to be fouled. Wow. Somebody came in quick and hard. That might be Kaya. If it is, and that's who the foul is going to go on, that is her third foul of the ball game. Well, thanks going out to Main Street Mobile Mart, your only family-owned convenience store in Viroqua. Appreciate their terrific support, as well as Leah Kroon, Main Street Designs, located in downtown Westby. Haircuts and perms and color, you name it. Leah will do a tremendous job there for you. Another one of our wonderful new sponsors, Lynn's Home Center. Thanks to Dwayne Lynn and family. Aaron and all the others. There's a shot up and good by Hyatt. It's 37-17, up to that 20-point margin once again. Here comes a drive. They'll kick it out. Chambers wanted to come up with a layup. And head coach Jared Hemmersbach's like, am I in the way? Kicking the ball out here to Kaya. She'll bounce it over here to the near side. Baseline move is Chambers. He sees an opening. A shot partially blocked in there. Tell you what, that was Byer with the block. Pretty good job right there. Well, Grace Lease is going to get a break, and Lauren Hunsinger will come into the ball game. Cook. And, nice move by Byer. Not able to get that on the drop, but Hunsinger was on the weak side. She picked up the rebound, and I don't know if I even got her in there. I hope I got part of it in, but she was able to lay it up and in for the bucket in a 39-17 lead. Going to lose the handle, but touched by Hyatt. So Seneca will have the ball. Heft comes in. Helgeson will come out, taking a little break. Yeah, Lynn's Home Center, of course, if they don't if they don't have it, his saying is you don't need it. But you should see they got, their first floor, the regular floor, and then their downstairs. They have just got, I don't know, what did I hear once? 70,000 pieces of merchandise. I mean, it's ridiculous. What a hardware store. Here's a drive. Oh, what a layup here by Hyatt. Somehow she kept control of her body and the ball just long enough before she went crashing down to get the layup. Helgeson is going to come back into the ball game. Bounce pass to Kaya. Going to get a little bit of a shove here, says our official and John Hansen. Take a look here. That foul is going to go on Cook, her first. Second team foul, and 13:53 to go in the ball game.
The Westby Co-op Creamery, continuing to produce high-quality dairy products from area farmers for over 115 years. Farmer-owned, the Westby Co-op Creamery has been recognized both statewide and nationally for their cottage cheese and cheese products. Be sure to take home some of that country goodness today.
Cashton Building Supply and CBS Design. Be sure to stop in and see Kevin Kirking or Courtney Kuzi for all your new building or renovation plans. It's your one stop to get everything you need when it comes to home, agricultural, or remodeling projects. Call 654-7871, Cashton Building Supply and CBS Design. Viroqua Booster Club, supporting the many teams of Viroqua High School. The Booster Club works closely with coaches and administration to assist in many ways. Thank you to the Viroqua Booster Club, fans, parents, and alumni for their great financial and moral support over the course of all these years. Vernon Memorial Healthcare offers a 5-star patient experience. Don't just take their word for it. The VMH 5-star patient experience rating is from Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. VMH has received this rating for 16 years in a row. Everyone at VMH committed to making your visit a 5-star patient experience.
Seneca to inbound, and they get the ball over here to a teammate. That was 21 in Lenzendorf, who now is into the ball game. She is a freshman who played both halves, the full game, on the JV side, so she can play this half. And the Royals need the legs. They've been running quite a bit here. Here's Clark, back up to the top. Shot on the way, looking pretty good, but it rolled off to the left side. Well, I thought it was going to roll back in inside the cylinder, but instead it bounced away, and Snyder's got to feel like she got robbed a little bit. Quick pass down the court here to Heft. Now Helgerson, who returns to the ball game, comes up here, number 5 in Lily Sanders. She did a nice job earlier in the ball game with a nice rebound and a tip. Down low, Hunsinger comes right back. Taylor Lindley Schendel with the shot, a little strong. And trying to go right back up. That was Hunsinger. She gets a rebound. Here comes a shot blocked in there by Chambers. Boy, a lot of bodies on the floor here. We got to make sure everybody's okay. Chambers going to get a bit of a break here. Give her about a minute rest or less. Probably, and they'll have her right back in. She's the floor leader for sure. Coming right back here now. Cashton. Down low, Taylor Lindley Schendel. She's going to be fouled. And Lindley Schendel will go to the line and shoot 2. Well, while we get a moment here, it's Gunnarsson Health, the Viroqua Clinic, bringing you today's action. Thank them for their terrific support, as well as embroidery and more. That's Greg Danes and crew. Appreciate their support. Picked up some new shirts from them. Shot is up. That is going to drop in. So Lindley Schendel picks up a couple more points. And a 43-17 lead here as Cashton pulling away now. Pretty much taking charge in the first couple of minutes of this second half. Kind of reestablishing their position. Down low it goes, but picking it up. A little bit of a push right there. Lindley Schendel going for the steal, and I think they're going to give that one to Clark, and that's her third. Brigham now back into the ball game. Here's Lindley Schendel, the shot up, no, back of the rim, too strong. Coming up, trying to get that rebound, crashing through the middle was Lindley Schendel. And it'll go back to Seneca. Far side it goes. Lenzendorf again, who played the JV, getting a chance here in this second half. Shot up, banking that one, and it was just a little bit short on the try. That was a good effort there by Snyder. Here's a shot up and in for Grace Lease. I tell you what, she played that one perfectly. And we're going to get a timeout here, and it's going to be a full timeout. We can take a break ourselves. 11:50 to go in the ball game. We'll be back in a moment.
Cashton Farm Supply. Since 1984, Cashton Farm Supply has focused on organic feed manufacturing, and distribution. Stop in, talk to Ernie or any of his team, and discuss the benefits of organic farming. Located on Highway 27, just outside of Cashton. Best of luck to our area teams.
Premier Co-op, serving members since 1893. Your corporate office located in Mount Horeb. Other sites include Cashton, Lafarge, Richland Center, Viroqua, Eastman, and Westby. Best of luck to all the area teams throughout the season. And they wish all of you a happy and prosperous new year.
Well, we hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast of Scenic Bluffs Ridge and Valley girls basketball as Cashton holding on 45-17 over Seneca. And we hope that you have a great, happy Thanksgiving. Safe travels as you go to wherever it is that you're headed to. I know we're heading back to, Lori and I are heading back to the home farm back in Ithaca. A chance to see the family for a little bit. Yeah, everybody kind of converges onto Ithaca from the Manning household anyways. Well, here we go back into the action. Chambers has returned to the ball game. She was looking down low to Clark, but I tell you what, great job there by Sanders on the defense. Also, there is Byer who's into the ball game. And I checked that out. Actually, I thought that was Sanders for a moment. That is Taylor Byer, not Sanders. There's a quick hands by Grace Lease. Chambers with the inbound to Baker. Again, Baker played on the JV. We're going to get a reach in now on Cashton. That might have been Helgeson. That's number 3 on her. Quick pass off the fingertips of Seneca. Just out of the reach here. Kaya was, she was reaching out as far as she could go. Lob pass into Lee. She'll kick it back out. And, trying to split the defense and gets tackled, it looked like. But no foul call, just not from what I'm seeing here, or did they? Oh, they did. That was on Chambers. That's number 3 on her. Shot is up and good by Hyatt, who's back into the ball game. Yeah, she got inside that lane, inside the 10-foot line, free throw line, and she popped it. A little kick out. Driving in and into the land of many was Seneca. They'll come back out. Somehow they maintain possession. Here's Chambers with a little move, and we're going to get a foul here on Helgeson. Let's see how many that is on Sydney. That's 4 on her, so she is
Got to be careful with 10:27 to go, even though it's a comfortable lead. Chambers hits the first. Full scale change once again here. Hunsinger, Cook, Lindley Schendel, and Sanders into the ball game. With Heft out on top here. Chambers hits the second, picking up 2 more. 47-19.
Culver's of Viroqua. That's where you can get a great tasting butter burger, or crank it up a notch. It's the deluxe burger, right here in Viroqua, where food is grown, not made. Home of the concrete mixer. Culver's hopes that you're enjoying today's special presentation. And remember, they offer a flavor of the day each and every day.
The Varsity Funeral Home, dedicated to serving area families in time of need. Caring, professional guidance, always a must. Contact Gina Sherry for reliable, compassionate care. The loss of the life of a loved one is always a stressful time. Turn to Varsity Funeral Home, Westby and Viroqua.
Nordic Lanes, fun for all seasons. Nordic Lanes on the north side of Westby. Volleyball, beanbag, co-ed softball, and men's softball as well taking place throughout the summer weeks. It's a triple play when you stop in at Nordic Lanes in Westby, a proud supporter of area events. Be sure to stop in and try some of their fantastic pizzas and more. Nordic Lanes in Westby.
Down the court come the Eagles to Cook. Over to Hunsinger, down low to Schendel. A little bit hard for the pass, but she gets it over to Heft. Heft's shot, a long rebound coming up here. Over to Chambers. Layup attempt, a little bit strong, and it's going to go off the leg of one of the Eagles. Well, our thanks going out to Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service. They service what they sell. Thanks to Mark and the family on the north side of Viroqua. Eagle Title Company in downtown Coon Valley. I guess you could say they're on the north end of it. Lori Holte doing title insurance only in 3 counties, so she really concentrates on helping the folks in La Crosse, Vernon, and Monroe counties. There's a little drive. Chambers going to go back to the line once again. Let's see who that foul is on. That's going to be Cook, and that's number 3. Shot is up and good for Chambers. Kendra, a senior. 4 seniors on the squad here, it looks like, for Seneca, as Kendra pops that one through. Trying to come up with a steal here on that far side. That was number 12 in Snyder. Ball was winding up out and off the leg. Boy, that was quite the play there by Lindley Schendel. Ricocheted off from Seneca's leg. That was actually off from Kia. How in the world did she do that? That was a heads-up play. Back over here to Cook. Goes right, comes back left, and then bounces the ball off the foot of Seneca. Down low was Green. Well, the Daily Brew remind you to stop in on the north side of Westby. Olerud's and Cades welcome you there. They have some nice breakfast sandwiches too. Had to stop in and try that with a couple of the guys
about 3 weeks ago. Pass over to the far side. Chambers gets it back. Heft guarding her. Down low again. Chambers wanted to do that little hook shot. And now we got a jump ball situation. Lindley Schendel tying things up. That was a tough play. 8:35 to go in the ball game. And a bit of a scrum down below. Heft kind of wound up on the bottom end of that one. That was kind of tough. She's going to come out, and Hyatt comes in. Well, Culver's of Viroqua. Looks like their dining room is open. They used to have it open until 4 o'clock, but drove by there last night heading to the girls' game in Viroqua. And that was right around the 5 o'clock mark, and there were people sitting in there eating. I thought, well, hey, there you go. Wish I had time. But I didn't. Here's a steal. Hyatt now controls it. Quick pass. Oh, nice job by Sanders. And Cook just a little bit short on the finish. Boy, that was a great look there. Unselfish by Sanders for sure. Lob pass picked off by Lindley Schendel. And what do we got here? We're going to get a foul. And I believe that's going to be Green picking up the foul. Her second is all. Nobody in the bonus yet, but the next one will put either team in the bonus. Take a look here as to who came into the ball game. 31 in Julia Boysen into the game. Oh, there's a block. Sanders went for the putback, and somebody came up strong there. I didn't see who that was. Shot is up. No, a little strong. Coming away with it is Hyatt. She just took that one away. Bounce pass. Here's Sanders. Layup. No, short. Put back up. Yes. Lily Sanders with the putback. (49-21). Far side it goes. Bounce pass, nobody there.
Main Street Mobile Mart, downtown Viroqua. Stop in and pick up your last-minute fishing requirements, bait to tackle, and even a quick snack. It's Viroqua's mobile mini mart. Keep your vehicle running smoothly with Synergy Mobile Fuel. Rob and the whole gang wish everyone the best of luck during the 2021 season.
When you think of a co-op, farms may come to mind, but it's the people that make a cooperative thrive. At the Chaseburg Co-op, that means everyone who's involved. Those who work there, members who do business, even customers passing through for anything from gas to tires. It's local. It's people coming together community-wide and beyond. You don't have to be a member of the Chaseburg Co-op to do business with them, but it sure has its perks, and it's free. Ask how you can become a member. The Chaseburg Co-op, your locally owned co-op.
Well, an all-out change of team members coming out here. Heft will get the ball from Hunsinger.
Coon Valley Telecommunications, we're enjoying tonight's ball game on their channel 2. There's Brigham. Oh, she's able to save that one, falling away. Good control there. Back up to Brigham, to Hunsinger. Over to Brigham. Here's Heft. Here's Brigham all alone, but then a quick defensive move by Seneca. Hunsinger goes over the far side with Boysen. Heft, nice quick move to the right with Brigham. Skip pass. All alone is Boysen. She'll take the shot. No. Tell you what, great ball movement there, and they probably burned about 40, 45 seconds on the clock. We hit the 6-minute mark. 49-21 again, your score. Nice lob pass in. Clark couldn't hit on the first. Second, no. Boy, I tell you what, she had a great look right there. Just wasn't going to be cooperative, I guess. Trying to lay that one up was Heft, and she gets fouled. Let's take a look here. It's going to be Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op bringing you our action here tonight. We appreciate their terrific support throughout the year, as we do all of our fine sponsors and our new ones just coming on board. We're going to bring you a lot of action here over the course of the next month here in December. Boy, got a couple of crews going out trying to get Westby girls basketball. I'll be doing a couple more of the boys. Of course, right here in Cashton, some Viroqua events. Tom Lohr helping us out. Dan Grass, maybe Dave Gluck a little bit with Westby girls. Should be a lot of fun. And we've got, going to try and get we do have the Richland Center Wrestling Invitational coming up. We'll see the Eagles in that along with Westby. Here's Heft. That's on December 17th. Boy, a nice putback there. Byer was left alone, and she laid it in. 30-point advantage right now for Cashton. Here's a shot up, and it's a little bit short, bouncing away. Coming up with it was Boysen. She'll quickly hustle down to on the far sideline. Back up to Heft. Into the ball game now is Sarah Schrader, and I missed it. I'm sorry, folks. She had a nice pass in here to Byer once again. And, well, if you saw the first one, it was a repeat. Let's just put it that way. Same spot, same result. Here's a shot up. That's no good. Rebound coming away by Sanders. Good position there, blocking out. Heft coming through. Byer might have traveled on that one, I think. And we're going to get some of the JV kids to come in now. Marley Schrader, number 15, enters the ball game. So you got her and Boysen up at the top. Who else came in here? We got Katie Lease into the game, number 11. Here's a drive. We're going to get a foul here on the drive. That was 22 in Kemp, a freshman. Coming into the ball game, this is going to be number 20 in Smethurst, who played on the JV.
She's going to come in for Snyder at the 3:30 mark. Looks like that might be the end of the playing time for any of the varsity players from the looks of things. This game clearly in control by Cashton at 53-21. Kemp to shoot the 1-and-1. Misses the first. Rebound coming away here by Lease. And now we're going to get a quick timeout. They got to put a Band-Aid on arm here. Looks like a little bit of a cut apparently on Lenzendorf. Well, our thanks also going out to Cashton Building Supply. That's Kevin Kirking and Courtney Kuzi. Father-daughter combination there. Bringing you tonight's action. We appreciate their support here in downtown Cashton. Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson and his crew of organic farming experts helping us out, located on Highway 27, just outside of this fair town. That ball is going to be tipped away, last touched by Marley Schrader. Well, if you're looking for a new home or something different, contact Carmen Fortune, your New Directions real estate expert. She's got some new listings now. One in Westby, one in Viroqua, and boy, a beautiful, what was that now? Almost 70 acres of, and a beautiful home down in the Soldiers Grove area. So check out the website or stop and see Carmen. Well, there is Sarah Schrader. She was hitting from the outside in the JV game. She hit from the outside right there. 55-21. Over the top, no good. And oh, somebody, she looked like that was Kemp. She grabbed her arm like she might have hit her funny bone on something. Could have been two elbows smacking. That could do it. Inside lob pass, pretty good play, but coming away with it is Boysen. She flips it quickly over to the teammate. And Schrader quickly down the court. Here's Katie Lease, the shot no good. And trying to save that one, it's out of bounds. Thanks to Brett and Riley Cade when it comes to cleaning up some rough-looking trees. Maybe they're a little dangerous. Get them away from a home. Trim things up. Be sure to contact Brett or Riley Cade at Cade Clearing. Thanks to Sam Balto and Jolene, as we now have, looks like we're going to get are we getting a timeout? Looks like we got a timeout here. A 4-minute timeout. But thanks to Bobby Johns, now back on board here with the new owner, Sam Balto. They got some terrific sandwiches and meals coming up for you. Hey, Friday Night Fish coming back as well. We'll take a quick break. 1:35 to go in the ball game.
Stoddard, DeSoto, Ferryville. It's not hard to figure out where Riverbank got its name. Those three communities are where Riverbank started. Now that Riverbank has grown to serve communities in Bangor, Berry Mills, Coon Valley, Holman, La Crosse, Sparta, Toma, and Westby, the same close community spirit that brought us together is still there. Friendly, personal service, understanding the customer's needs, and going the extra distance in providing service. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Main Street Designs. If you're in need for a cut, color, or highlight, be sure to contact Leah Kroom. Main Street Designs may be just what you're looking for. Conveniently located in the heart of Westby. 116 South Main Street. Give Leah a call today, 634-3201, and set up your appointment. Coon Valley Telecommunications, offering a full lineup of channels with HD service, DVR set-top boxes for your viewing enjoyment. Be sure to talk to your Coon Valley Telecommunications representative today. See what you can save with the Roku streaming boxes using Coon Valley Telephone internet service.
A couple more of our fine sponsors as we get near the end of this ball game. The Bank of Cashton, that's Scott Wall and family. New facility right out here on Front Street. Stop in and have a word with those terrific folks. If you know of a senior citizen or disabled citizen having a difficult time, especially during this upcoming winter season, well, we had some wicked cold last week, didn't we? But the Aging and Disability Resource Center of Vernon County be there to help them. Give them a call at 637-5201. And, of course, you have to dial the 608 number anymore, don't you? Running the clock down now. We're at the 55-second mark. Ball taken away here. Oh, over and back. Nope, guess not. Not quite. Foot was on the line, apparently. Here's a drive, and the layup, no good. Rebound picked right back into the hands of Lenzendorf. And they'll go up to West. West will come around. Good defensive play there. Carenta, nice bounce pass. Katie Lease, she'll get the bucket. 15 seconds to go, and our thanks to Miranda Wright and the American Family Insurance. Miranda, of course, located in Westby and Viroqua, taking care of business in the surrounding communities. It's the family that you choose. 4.2 seconds remaining here in tonight's ball game, and they're going to run this one out. She'll walk up to the line, and the buzzer will sound. 57-21, a pretty good ball game, which was a slow start by Cashton. But, boy, once they got on track, did they ever get on track. Coming away with a 36-point win here in their first victory of the season. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Cashton girls basketball. We'll have a lot more action coming up over the course of this month of upcoming December. And, of course, next week we're going to have a couple of wrestling matches going on. We got some boys basketball, some girls coming up here as well. Going to be a fun time here in the Scenic Bluffs and in the Coulee. Well, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Please drive safe, be careful, and we look forward to seeing you once again, whether we're on channel 2, 6, 7, or 14. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Production, saying so long for now, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.